window capture so we can have the lyrics on at the same time. But like bring it all the way down, like bring it all the way down here. I will crop it. We'll go to Earl Genius, Earl Sick. They might not have the lyrics already because yeah, it might not have the lyrics available because it just came out. It came out, it seems, in all countries, like, yeah, it came out in all countries just like 11 minutes ago. So a worldwide sort of release 11 minutes ago. That's how new this is. This is, yeah, it was the first time anyone has heard this album is 11 minutes ago. Nobody has heard this full album yet because it's 20 minutes long. So that's how new it is. It's literally, it just got released when the stream began. So that's how fresh off the press we are with this one. So let's get into this. We're the first people to listen. Indeed we are. Usually it's released in New Zealand first and then in other countries, but he's purposely made it not released in other countries. It's all going to be released in one go. So let's go for this. I'm going to press record. So let's go for this. We're going to go for Earl Sweatshirt, release Sick. It's a 2022 release. It just got released 12 minutes ago. And I love the single, 2010, and Tabula Rasa is pretty great. I need to listen to more Arm & Hammer, but yeah, let's go for this. Let's start with Old Friend.
Strong spirit with a body, couldn't get asylum. The cost of living high, don't cross the picket line and get the virus. Wildcat has got him in a bind, stay inside. No, I came from out the thickest smiling. Mad Hatters capping every line, it doesn't matter to the 10 and 5. They start hacking when they can't shrink us. I found a middle and a bit of balance. Fever in the cabin, I knew where we was headed. I ain't count no blessings, I sure as shit can measure. Link up for some feasible methods to free yourself. Split it with my hand like cigarettes. Slick oil in a fish gill. I fill a void with the pen, fill the fear. Shrill, couple stains that I couldn't shield. My brother brain that we couldn't shield. Couple came, couple went still. And what remained of the wolves meal, I held a page, gave the book ears. Whisper thanks, hella pain, heavy brain in the cat skills. Played the shade, quite a deal, glad we stay friends.
Well, I like that rain. Good environmental. Going to the other track now.
I'ma need a bigger bag for the cohort. Trying to make a millionaire out of slum dogs. Bet that head crack blunt force. Cozy with the East Africans up north, where 7 make a 3 turn a 10 by law. Crescent moon wink when I blinked, it was gone. Left the crib smack, no sheath on the sword. Made it by the skin on my teeth, thank God. 03 mama rockin' Liz Claiborne. Had her stressing up the wall playing Mary J songs. Rainy day came, couldn't rinse the stains off. Long way to go, we already came far. Story stayed the same, it was never made up. Threw me loose change, look at what I made of it. When the mood change, I'ma poker face 'em. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight when the roof caved in? Had a full plate, you ain't wanna split it. Told you to you straight, you ain't wanna listen. Cup runneth over the brim, bust open, there's no closing the lid. Drum roll, here go my little entrance. Gung ho, I'm the one that go get it. 5 O's on me like the Olympics. Pure gold, something told me don't mix it. Caught a feeling, mama had me out temple. Not religious, we was really out Philly. Living on the fly, trying wing it. We got us a fire to rekindle. Redirect the fight where it's meant for. Triumph over plight and immense loss. Right alone at night, I get clear thoughts. Caught a couple slices and I veered off. Saw another height, had my ears popping. Walked outside, it was still gorgeous. Sharp insides was revealed slowly. In the dark inside, we was real hungry. On the 7 of the 5, we was real hungry. Niggas still drumming. Foot shook ground when I stepped on it. Didn't look back when I broke soil. Cause every time I did, it would hurt more. In the dark inside, we was real hungry. On the 7 of the 5, we was real hungry. And I didn't look back when I broke soil. Cause every time I did, it would hurt more.
beat is so good. I've already listened to this album. I mean, this single here. This is the single I listened to and loved from last year. Yeah, so before we go any further, that was Old Friend in 2010. It's just going to keep going through. This is the type of album that you're going to have to listen to it front to back to get the full experience of it. But I feel I really loved both of them. 2010 is one of my favorite singles of last year. That's a 9.3 or something. Old Friend was pretty decent, like a 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, an 8, maybe an 8.3 out of 10. I don't know yet. It'll probably change over time. Keeb says that was a cool tune. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But it's just going to keep rolling through. So let's go on.
shit. Whatever stock up the shelves. Niggas thinking that they figured it out. Hit the live whip up for sale. They itching for it, I seen it's been a drought. I hear the tone of the bell. Tried to atone with a prayer. Know the tone never tell. You gon' see when you get there anyhow.
I would do anything to make my children happy. Please, Blackbird, is there anything you can do to help me?
Maybe there is.
How can I make our black children happy without any magic?
It depends upon what you tell them. Magic is only make-believe, and our children do not need to grow up in a make-believe world. You need to tell them the truth and help make them feel proud of who they are. The magic of truth is much more powerful than the magic of make-believe.
But what can I tell them?
Tell them that they're beautiful. Tell them that they're black. Here, take hold of my wing, and I will take you to someone who can give you something even better than magic.
So that was Vision featuring Zalupas. Still really boring. I don't know if that's anyone else's thought of that. I don't know. Earl does it really well when he's using these, twisted sort of beats and they loop around his voice and he kind of does interesting things. I don't know. That one was not very, interesting to me. Went on for about 4 minutes and nothing really stood out to me that is, of note, especially with Zalupa's flow. It was pretty stripped back. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt bored. I don't usually feel that way with Earl. Usually all of Earl's music kind of interests me, even what he's talking about, what he's portraying. But yeah, that wasn't very fun. It was like a 5.7 for me. I didn't really enjoy that one. Seemed like that one was just a generic sample beat with lyrics, but I wasn't listening to the lyrics, pretty stripped back. Yeah, there was not much about the lyrics that I could latch on to. There was yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to look back and see whether, But just on first glance, I didn't feel too much from that. But yeah, I don't know. Some other people may have different opinions about that. But I'm going to suspend quite a monotone delivery. Yeah, he usually does have monotone delivery, Earl does, but he kind of makes up for it with really interesting rhymes and rhyme schemes. And I don't know. The thing about Earl, he always keeps my attention, but for some reason that song didn't. So we'll go on to Tabula Rasa. This is a single, by the way, and I quite like this one. Perhaps not as much as 2010, but I still let's hear it in the context of the album.
Off the strength, I'm not as numb as I thought. I'm broken links, my circle shrinking smaller. Satellite revolve, my cores are called.
Immediately better.
Surrendered orbits, cross-check what's really real and what's performance. Speak for self, but wondering who else really on it. Who's really all in? Trouble calling, my phone don't ping, I'm buzzed, leave me alone. Truth for the stash pocket for a lie. The document is alive, I speak life. Every border gets revised or dissolved. What defines what is charged? Haven't made up my mind if I'm assigned to the stars. I slide when I want, I'm inside of the funk. Trust, she on up when it dump. It came from the sludge, involuntary, shook foundations and studs. Tears and snot bubbles, sop puddles. I lay in the west by, listen, let's not conflate. I give what I take, there's the hunt, there's the chase. Some talk like they never got punched in the face. You can't see clearly now, don't come near me. Whales of the wary, loop max infinite. Draw me closer, damn near intimate.
And I'll give you a kiss.
The flyer said grown and sexy. I came through overproofing a plastic Pepsi bottle. Security didn't check me. Skip coat check, they playing the oldies. I'ma go ahead and get sweaty. Plus save the 10 piece. It's hell up in Harlem, so meet me cross 110th Street. If the trees are bargain bars that don't really tempt me. I'm from where every car foreign and we drive them on empty. Zimbabwe, bury me in a borrowed suit. Give my babies my rhyme books, but tell them do you. Give my enemies the good news. Time flew, We was probably brothers back then like TRU. No jerseys, no do-rags, hard bottom shoes. Niggas tired of the foolishness, no disrespect. It's a lot of mids in the room. My pack loud, cut right through. Kofi Annan in the booth, so Yinka in the stew. Sese Seka Mabutu if the DJ plays something smooth. Slide on. It's a move. I don't dance, but maybe tonight I don't know her. I don't even mind if it is the strobe light. Live for the living. I made chicken late night. My box is burning up the kitchen. She passed out right when I was done fixing. I watch reruns in the dark, fingers and lips glistening. Oh, he did it. Oh, gee, I'm so damn proud of myself. I did this for you, G. All right?
Venture there and back, tall tales tossed to the breeze. We keep facts in the midnight wax. Family tree sap, light leak through the leaves on familiar tracks. I know what's real even when I'm feeling bad. Resilient as they built the black. She shimmy into the yeah, that's consent getting established. You only trash if you trash. I keep it simple and dynamic. Trust the passage rights of life's chapters. I have to write to find balance. This game of telephone, massive. I do what I have to with the fragments. The madness method rampant these days. I let the panic pass me. Featherweight, my heart was straight despite baggage. Asymptomatic, but I get sick of the delays. Faster, practicing what I preach. Keep pace, the calcium on my teeth fade. Streets ablaze with the anger, complacency, and deceit create. Ice sheet break, I couldn't wait. All I could say to the times that I couldn't freeze frame. Bleak fate, we got so much to bleed to clean slate. The bag of tricks in my sleeve break. Southpaw under the North Star, forcing all the lead changes. Don't sleep, man.
Okay, before that interlude, I'd just like to talk about Tabula Rasa. That, yeah, Rifter said it right. That was more like it. That's the Earl that I get excited about. Because even though like the beat was just that sample over and over again, but their flows were so winding and creative in the lines. Like, I've made a few lines here. Billy Wood saying, I made chicken late at night and my boxes burning up the kitchen. I watch reruns in the dark, fingers and lips glistening. It's like, it's so evocative, the lyricism that they're kind of displaying here. Earl says, practicing what I preach, keep pace, the calcium on my teeth fade, streets ablaze with the anger, complacency and deceit create. It's like, it's so dense with all these lines that I can tell upon further listens I'll be, noticing different things about the verse and the ways that they interlock, and that's the reason why I'm a big fan of Earl. Tabula Rasa, that would be like a 9.0 out of 10 for me. Let's say it's hard to know because they'll probably grow on me over time the more I listen. Tracks like that, they're so dense with lyricism and patterns that just the more you listen to the lyrics, just new things are going to pop out. So I think that's going to improve over time. The only thing is the repetitive instrumental. It's good. I hope it doesn't get on my nerves, but sometimes they don't. I know some rap songs went from being an album I didn't understand at first to being one that I really loved. Because it was so strange and wild. This project right here seems to be more by the books, not so much experimental, which is, I think it's suffering from a little bit, in my opinion. I really loved the experimental direction of some rap songs, and I was wondering what Earl had in store for us next, but let's just see what this next track, Lie.
Yeah. Same one that I forgot to praise, still above me. One thing about it, I'ma beat them to the punches. Stumped all day thinking mama where the love went. With every triplet of trips around the sun, some of the sludge get thick, I'm chipping away at crust. Hold your head, your shit is in for a whole nother bus. Roaming the citadel, on foot 11 when the split gave me a rush. Playing the cuts like a DJ. Let me know if you on tango with some lemon meringue. Wallaby soul stained gum. Exploring a couple different avenues to staying dangerous. Day drunk, yup. Sometimes the pain sitting fester in the hate, beloved. I'm working on it. It's worth the time. Further down the line, you might realize what's yours, obviously mine. Toss the sword back into the vines. Calling out for Lord, looking low and high. Finally found it at the core of my dim and fire. What's a little lie? What's a little lie? Tell me, gotta make it straight. Fill the jar, it's hot. The longer you can stand it, the straighter it's gonna be. I gritted my teeth, my eyes watered, my nose was running. I couldn't stand it any longer, and my head caught fire.
I think that entire track was based off that double entendre. Lie as in a lie you tell versus a truth. And lie, I think that's an ingredient when making meth, like a meth lab. So like, it's like, what's a little lie? What's a little lie? You know? And it's kind of like, where the love went, some of the sludge got thicker, chipping away the crust, blah, blah, blah. I'm guessing that's what it meant. Like it's a descent into, that kind of thing. I gritted my teeth, my eyes watered, my nose was running, my head caught fire. So I think that's Earl trying to tell a story about this thing happened. This is like an interlude saying, okay, this happened, and then,
like an apparition. Hometown, hold me down like a rock. So you know how I gotta skip it. Skip it. So you know just how we living. Took it slow, saw what it could give me. Hit the road, go a mile a minute. Mask on like a super villain. Daniel, who you in the den with lying? Wasn't lying when I told dogs on the floor now cause I skinned them. On the 10 East homebound, I just broke down with the chemist. Midtown niggas pimping.
Now we get it.
Iceberg Mac kinda slim. What they couldn't see sinking ships. Capsize me and use a flip.
We know you.
Send a postcard from the depth. Bleed the vein till nothing left. You look drained, you should get some rest.
Go get some rest.
You look drained, you should get some rest.
You're completely drained.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like that one. I like that one. Still a bit short. We're already at the final track of the album, and it doesn't feel like it's said much. I'll be honest about it. I mean, there's a few tracks that I like within it, but it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool. I like that one right there. That was a great. I think because the beat was really interesting. It had like some really flangey type percussion, and then the snare was quite strong, and it was just very interesting. It had a lot of, and even though, because in the previous tracks it was a much more simple beat in say Sick and Vision, and then he was sort of rapping in a very the same monotone rhythm, and it was getting a little bit. I don't know. I just needed, but in Titanic, I feel like the flow was switching up every so and so, and it just kept my attention throughout. I quite like that one. Just off the cuff, I guess I'd give it like a 8.5 out of 10. I thought that was quite good, but it doesn't feel like it fits with the rest of the album. It's very modern sounding, and Earl came through with an energetic kind of verse that was like a lot more energy than in some of the other stuff, which was more, and I don't necessarily mean that low energy is bad, it's just like it fit the song, but it also stood out as kind of maybe a bit out of place, because this is a banger, but it's like probably the only banger in the around 10 tracks, and you're not seeing the full picture, unlike, for example, some rap songs. His last full-length album was just, you felt the picture, you saw it immediately. It was very visceral, kind of similar to Injury Reserve's album last year, which was just phenomenal. Rifter says, I'm curious what's the production process here, because it sounds off the cuff. It works sometimes and others not so much. It just reminds me of JPEG Mafia, like the album we listened to last year, LP1, was it? Is that the one? Where it was just so wild, and it had so many experiments, and it was just like you felt like someone was just thinking of whatever came first to their mind and just twisting it into something. But even with Earl Sweatshirt, I feel like he's trying to get like this raw sound where it just comes straight from like repeating samples, and you're getting into this kind of trancey place. It's very droney almost, but because the songs are so short, and because it's not as cohesive as I thought it might be, it has some trap bangers and then some more modern sounding tracks, and then some more rough things. I guess the through line is a lack of effort, because I know, but no, not a lack of effort. That's not very kind to Earl and the team. But I think. I don't know. Maybe upon another listen, it will come together for me if I listen to it all without any stops. But we're going to go into Fire in the Hole, and let's see if this creates a full message for the entire album to bring it all together.
Yeah. See blood. Seeping into the mulch, I needed a quick result. I read it and don't respond. She see it and salt sprinkle. I needed another goal. I'm seeing her when I want. Fire leaping out the hole, deep breathing only make it grow. They ain't wanna lead a clutch. Far be it from me to plead with y'all. Hit leaning into the crutch, speeding through the lulls. Take heed, we took an oath to the sword. The shield took a couple chinks, but it never broke. I know what he mean, how I play it based on what I'm shown. Consolidate the cream, then I'm headed home. Sheen shine like 14 karat gold. Rewiring, patching holes. It's no rewinding. For the umpteenth time, it's only forward. Peace to a car, solo to soldier. I couldn't toast a drink to demise. I heard the clink. Life could change in a blink of an eye. I'm wrinkling time. I'ma leave it to y'all to get hoodwinked and surprised. Threw on some Boosie. I'd rather be with you when I'm high. I went ahead and mixed some beetle juice with the wine. Skin contact, peeling a ride, squeeze down. It's been a minute since I blew up your line. I leave town fast. Out the dungeon like outcast. Funnels with the loud pack. Hunters Bruce crunching through the brown grass. Blood seeping into the mulch. I needed a quick result. I read it and don't respond. She see it and sprinkle salt. I needed another gulp. I'm seeing her when I want.
Okay, all right. The first half of that track was doing it for me, and then just second half, it was nice. It was like a fade out, but I was hoping for another verse. I was hoping for something, just something. I can see sort of what he was going for with this album, and even with the title "Sick," I don't know if it matches what's inside. Especially with the exclamation mark when there is not too much energy in all these tracks. Or maybe it's just that he's sick and he's not telling us. I don't know. It just feels like a mixed bag to me. Like, it doesn't really feel like it comes through with a cogent aesthetic. But the first half of this was really nice, so I'm gonna give this track like a 7.9 out of 10. That was good. 7.8. Big no. Yeah, because it started to just drift towards the end. The album's alright, you're left wanting more. Yeah, I just feel like listening to some rap songs again, to be honest. Or, what's his other track? Or Solace. Solace is a fantastic 10-minute song, EP, I don't know, that just, like, fills with so much emotion. I like Doris. I like it. I don't like it. I don't go outside. And the album, that whole thing is pretty great. A great mood. This album, it's sort of like his last one that he did, the addendum to some rap songs. I think it was Feet of Clay. It kind of leaves me like, it's okay, it's all right. But there's a banger on there, 2010, Tabula Rasa, and Titanic. Just take those three and leave. Take those three singles, bam, you got some singles you can put on your bangers playlist, because those are good. Those are some hot tracks, and the others, they range from Lie could have been a good album track and a better album. Felt like a nice transition into a new mode, but it never really capitalized on that, in my opinion. So yeah, Lie I gave a higher ranking because I'm like, well, this could be a good album track, but it never really ran with it, in my opinion. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Overall, if I was to rate this out of 10, 5.5 probably. But 2010 is 2010 is one of the best singles of 2021. There we go. Alrighty. I wonder if we should go for one more, what's it called? You're thinking a 6? Fair, yeah, that's fair. 6 is a good rating for this. Yeah, I only say 5.5 is because it's a 6, but then I just felt, it's a little lower. It's more than average to me. It's just a little disappointing. It's like, I want a bit more, you know? It's like, when I think about this album, I won't really be like, yeah, I'll be like, oh man, why did it have to be like that? But the single's good. Three good songs in there. I wonder if we should go for the FKA. How long is the FKA Twigs mixtape? Because we're going to play some Sekiro tonight. Oh, it's 48 minutes. I don't want to leave. Maybe we'll do Capri songs next week. Yeah, we'll probably do Capri songs next week. Let's play some Sekiro. Because I don't really feel like listening to more music after that. Playing Sekiro. First time playing Souls-like even though I don't think this is going to be a Souls, my friend told me this is not a Souls-like. Sweats, there we go. Here we go, baby. I was about to ping you, but it's not really a Souls-like. Yeah, but for someone who's never played a Souls-like, I don't know, it could be, I don't know. Let's fire this up. I don't know how to capture this, so I'm just going to go to my Spiritfarer screen. Wait, I'm going to go to my Fallout New Vegas. Actually, let's go for the... I don't know. Let's make a new scene. Let's grab Fallout New Vegas scene. And let's create a new one for Sekiro. And let's boot it up, baby. There's some shared concepts like bonfires as checkpoints and dodging, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I just say it's created by From Software, so they just create... That's all they create, right?